that. Man, I love storms. Rainy season. Best time of the year for me here. Best time of the year. All the friends, the school friends, it's all women. They didn't tell me. Imagine me showing up, I was the only bloke. Yeah, sounds like heaven, but no. We got some good news, we got some bad news. Todd. Why haven't you been doing any daily life videos lately? Because I've been bloody flat out trying to get this Wild Lao series finished, but I've found myself a new gym, guys. We'll give you a look at it. We'll mark it on the map for you. JB Fitness, not far from home. A good cycle here. Probably takes me just a bit under 10 minutes to ride my deadly treadly. Sip Pun, 40,000 kit a workout, which is about just over 3 Aussie bucks, less than $2 US. Got a good collection of weights here too, guys. Another room there, more free weights over in that section. Okay, hopefully that'll cut out the crappy background music. Stop me from getting a copyright. The gym from around the corner from home haven't been there for a few months. That was 15,000 kit, $1.30 Aussie, but no aircon and just haven't got the equipment this place has. This is a walking distance from the tourist area for anybody who's coming over here for a visa run, staying in Vientiane. Great place to come to work out. I've bumped into a few guys here, you know, just chatting to them. You live here, dude? Nah, I'm here on a visa run. So, very centrally located. JB Fitness. I'll mark it on the map. Just on my way home from the gym, guys. I'm about to get flogged on. What is it? It's Sunday the 4th. Sunday the 4th of June. Neenee's gone away for a few days, so I'm fending for myself. I'm out of meat at home, so I thought I'd stop in here, get a chook on the way home. Have a bit of a look around, eh? If I can find a chook. These are the non-Batong markets. They're only 5 minutes from home. Cycle ride. Got to be chooks around here somewhere. Chooks are chickens. I just presumed everybody called them chooks too. There has been a little bit of confusion by some subscribers not understand what I meant. Here we go. Ducks and chook. Sabaydi. What did you say? Today? 30 pun. Okay. Thank you. Cup J. Well, that was easy. Half a chook. Sip Sam, which is about $1.80 at $3 Australian for half a barbecued chook. Gotta love that. Gotta love Lao. As I've said before, living here can be a vast contrast depending on whether you like to eat out Farang style or eat in Laos style. Anything produced here is going to be cheap. Veggies, any of their livestock, anything grown here and produced here. When they have to import it, that's when the costs start to go up. The Lao kip has depreciated a lot in the last 18 months. But it is still surprisingly cheap to eat here, Lao style. Barbecue chook isn't really Lao style, is it? But you know what I mean, it's produced here. And non-Batong markets just there. Mini Big C, they sell milk, whole grain bread, a lot of Farang stuff. and my fruit market girl, Put, right next door. That's her name, Put. Not this girl. This other one here. There she is. Okay, on your bike. Alright, so I did make it home without it coming down on me, but very blowy. Lots of wind. What else has been going on since December? Because there hasn't been many daily life videos, has there? Done a few short trips to Thailand, Luang Prabang, things like that, but nothing of what's been happening around here. I went to Australia, but the neighbours sold their house. 300,000 US they picked this up for, and they're gutting it at the moment. New neighbour moving in, so they're building a big piss off fence around it. You can just see the tops of the posts just there, about 3 meters high. So somebody else that just doesn't like a view, I guess. That's okay. Their place. Yeah, 300,000. You're thinking it's a third world country, Todd. What's going on? But as a lot of you would know, we're only 7-8 minutes from the city centre, the tourist area. It does seem rural out here, but that's because we're on this side road off a main road. So once you get out to the main road and in towards Nong Tong, it gets busy very quickly, but not far from town at all. And it is expensive here in the capital, land. The land itself would be worth that 300,000. Give you a better look at this fence they're putting up, but also not much happening down the restaurant, is there? No, we have been closed since BMI. We always close New Year. But decided not to open after New Year. Did you see that lightning? I think I got that one. Decided not to open after New Year until they fix this road up. They're coming in the next couple of months to fix it up. And we'd have to close down then anyway, because another piece of lightning. Yeah, we'd have to close down while they're upgrading the road. So I thought it would be a waste of time opening back up after PMI, then closing down, stopping it started. And there's a few things Neenee wants to do to the restaurant, so now's the perfect time to do it. So if you're in town and you've come out here wondering, where are we? We've been closed down. I haven't been doing daily life in Vientiane updates because you know why, I'm trying to get the Wild Lao series finished. So here we go. That's all their bricks. I don't know what they're going to do with the bricks. I thought they were going to build a big brick wall, but they're concrete slabs. I think Neenee said she was talking to them. It's $23 a square metre to have this erected. Not for the materials, just for them to put it up. 23. So there's a lot of money in a bloody fence there, isn't it? And it's starting to come down. Right up. Oh, yep. Anyway, guys, let us know. Would you like to see more of these bits and pieces throughout a week of the daily life series in Laos, or do you prefer the trips away? Now, us travelling on the road. Let know below. Thinking of doing a Q&A also, because it has been a long time since I've done one, and I'm sure there's a lot of newer subscribers who are probably wondering things. You know, it's hard to get round to answering all comments in on YouTube, and just keeping abreast of everything, the emails, now our Facebook page, YouTube comments. I do read a lot of them, virtually all of them, but sometimes I'm busy when I read them. I mean to get back and answer this person, and then it just gets lost underneath all the others. So if you have asked a question and it seems like I've ignored you, I haven't. It's it just it does get hard. It does, you know. It is, you know, a lot of the time I say I'm retired in Laos, but to be honest, I'm not bloody retired. This is a full-time job. I love doing it. I'm very lucky to, or like it, bloody hell. Very lucky to be able to do this, but yeah, it does get a bit overwhelming sometimes. So apologies if you have sent the fair dinkum question in and it seems like I've ignored you or just haven't got back to you. Sorry. Ask again. On my Patreon page, anybody who asks a question, I do. I am obligated there, and that is what the Patreon page is set up for. My supporters, people who want to help us do what we do while we're on the road, helping the Lao people. So that is my number one priority, answering questions there, answering my supporters, my patrons, and those guys never get enough thanks. You know, there's a lot of long time supporters there, and thank you guys. You guys know who you are. As I said, I'm trying to get this Wild Lao series finished. It has gone on longer than what it normally takes. You know, it was a longer trip than usual, so that's why there's so many more videos. It's taken 6 months to, well, they're in December, and I've got to get it done, get some daily life videos up, and before we go away on our next trip, which is rainy season's just started. We like to get one trip in during then, so next month, July, we're going to try to get away. So anyway, you want to know anything, ask me, hit me up below in the comment section. You hear that noise? You hear that noise? I was hoping when I mentioned it previously I wasn't speaking too soon. Virtually the next day, it has started. They have arrived. I was hoping I didn't speak too soon because they don't really give you a date. They just say it's happening, yeah, we're organising it, and then they just show up. I'm happy. These guys working on their big piss-off fence. Okay, they've had to move our boat. We'll have to shift that back in later on, but all good. I'm just happy the road is getting repaired. So it was a good call shutting the restaurant after all. I'm not sure if they're up to the stage of going to seal it completely this time. Going to be marking it out and bringing a shit ton of road base in here, because sorry about that guys, me GoPro battery just cut out. I was out at Chris's yesterday, Burgo's place, and never got a chance to recharge them. But as I was saying, all this land that this whole street is on is previously filled land, so, and there hasn't been any proper compacted road base in here, and that's why it's all undulated and wavy and sinking in parts and underwater in the wet season. Don't know if you guys remember, but at the peak of the rainy season, this dam is full and this whole area is underwater. It was including this road. Along this fence line here is another little sort of creek drainage area. He's just cleaning that out now, so when they actually put the drainage in alongside each side of the road, it will tie in with this. Then they'll be laying pipes and things like that. So we do have proper drainage here. That's why it floods all the time. There is no drainage. It's just a dirt road on filled land. The dam overflows and it just sits here then. It cannot get away. Luckily, from the front of the restaurant up, it is a bit higher ground. As you can see, it's not underwater, but even with the bit of rain we've had the last few days, how wet this area is now because it's low. This road has been costing us so much in loss of customers. You know, can understand they don't want to be riding their bike along here, getting muddy or getting their cars dirty. Just seen the boss dude motion to the excavator driver that this can all go into the dam. This land here, right up until this fence, to the start of these rice fields here. This is all Neenee's property also. And she's going to be filling this dam. It's of no use to us. The other one we do have fish in, we're just going to be keeping that. But she's going to fill this in and eventually do something with this block of land here. Who wants to buy it? Hit us up if you want to buy a block of land. Only 8 minutes from the city centre. Some of you people want to retire here. I know a nice restaurant straight across the road. And it is a pretty good area. Nice, quiet, off the main road street. In a city suburb. Yeah, I got no idea. Well, neither does Neenee. She hasn't made up her mind what she wants to do, except that she's going to fill it and, you know, just restore this block back to level ground. So, a bit of free fill now while they're doing the road. She's not going to have to cart anything in. You're wondering where Neenee is? Well, I've got to pick her up in an hour or so. She's just gotten back from Botan. She was in China for 4 days with her friends. I was invited and I was all set to go. But finds out that all her friends, her school friends, it's all women. They didn't tell me. Imagine me showing up, I was the only bloke. Yeah, sounds like heaven, but no, I'd end up just being their selfie photographer. Wherever they go, you know what Lao people are like, they've got to get their photos, group photos everywhere. And that would have been my job, just following a pack of girls. I stayed home, ended up just editing. Oh, and going and seeing Chris and meeting Steve. I'm guessing they're going to fill this dam up relatively easy. Like, it doesn't look like there's much there, but they're going to have to dig a shit ton of the dirt, the soft dirt that's been filled in over that road over the last few years. Going to have to dig it down a bit to refill it with road base. I bloody hope they are, because just putting it on top of that, that's just mud. It's just going to sink. Need good quality road base in there. Fingers crossed. Yeah, it's just been like sand and construction rubble and anything that from these buildings and that they didn't want to take away. They just put it out on the road and bulldoze over it and fill holes, things like that. There's never really been any good quality road base laid there. So you can see how it's just slush, hey? Okay guys, that air conditioner is going to be a bit of background noise, but we've got some good news, we've got some bad news regarding these knives. I'll give you the good news first. Done my research on the postal system into Australia. I know a lot of you guys have said the US, no worries, you should be able to get knives in there. Great. Australia, for a fixed bladed single edged knife, no worries. You can you just can't import things with detractable blades, switch blades, flick blades, double edged blades, daggers, things like that. Things like a samurai sword, which is a fixed blade, just one edge, you can. Hunting Bowie knives, which these would be regarded as very similar to, and there is no restrictions on getting these into Australia. Whether they're picked up in customs because of the timber in them, that'd be a different thing, but that would be a matter of decontaminating it, fumigating it, whatever they do, keep it in quarantine if it's picked up. But they are legal to import into Australia. So yesterday I went down to went into town, got some bubble wrap, got some tape, got some cardboard so I can flat pack these things, make them secure, waterproof, so they can go safely through the mail. We ducked on over to the post office here in Vientiane, actually took the knife in, get it weighed, give them an idea of the size of the package, how much it will cost, as long as it's under a kilo. So we never got to the price, because she's turned and seen what it was and just said straight away, you can't send that out through the Lao postal service because it's a weapon and it's a sharp edge. Okay, that's the Lao postal service. How about DHL? You know, we got the number off her, gave them a call, same answer straight away. There was no exceptions. Bummer. I've come home, done a bit of research online about the Lao postal laws, and just 1 month ago, and they've tightened the restrictions what you can send in and out of Laos by any post. So, and it was weapons, firearms, weapons. These are classed as a weapon, and I'll show you the article up on the screen now. And it would be classified under two things: as a weapon, and then later on down through the article it was anything with a sharp edge. So that cuts back a lot of things, doesn't it? Stops a lot of things being imported and exported out of here. No matter what your restrictions are in your country, whether you can receive these knives, I can't send them to you. I can't. So I am here with 10 Hmong knives ready to go. There is one good news for one fella, old Nev Lomas in Australia. He visited here months ago, beginning of the year, telling me he wanted to buy one no matter what. I'll give you the money now. I said, I can't post it to you yet. I haven't even picked them up. No worries. So we arranged for when my mum comes over later in the year, which she's here now, she's in there packing, she's leaving tomorrow. She'd take it home through the baggage, you know, checked in luggage, which you can do. Other people in Australia have told me they've taken knives back home, no worries, in their checked luggage. You know, it is just the postal service out of here. They scan everything now. So, yeah. Your knife is still coming, Nev. Your knife is still coming, but I don't know what I'm going to do. It's not the end of it, guys. It's not the end of it. I'll go and Neenee did suggest, how about sending them out of Nong Khai in Thailand, just across the border. So we'll look into that. So unfortunately, no knives are going out anytime soon. So until I do find out more information, I won't be getting you guys to hit me up to put your name down for a knife. So don't worry about doing that. I cannot guarantee anybody any knives as yet. Worst case scenario is I keep them here in the restaurant or at the restaurant and sell them from there for people who come. I won't be selling them to any expats who live in Laos. You've got the opportunity to go and buy these knives yourself, you know, but these are for people overseas. I was hoping to be able to send them to people who can't make it here. We'll see how we go anyway. But the worst case would be keeping them for people who do come here, do travel here, and are able to come to the restaurant, meet us and help support what we do by traveling Laos, helping the other people out in Laos, because that's where why I bought these knives, you know, to sell them at a markup, and all the money raised is going towards our next trip, which is just a bit over a month, guys. There's only a few more videos of the Wild Lao tour left, and we'll be heading on a new adventure. Not going to say anything about that yet, but and just for those guys, those supporters of the channel who like to help out, who are always on to me, Todd, don't forget to let us know the next trip you're going on. Give us a heads up so we can help out with donations, contributions. So here's your heads up, guys. It's just a bit over a month. In July, the start of the rainy season, we should be going somewhere. So if you'd like to help out, either way, we would be doing this anyway. You know, we're not just helping people because you give us money. We're going to be helping them anyway. But I do know that I have a lot of very kind supporters who do like to contribute in their own way also. So thanks, guys. Honey.
Not be cry, we will come
It's very good
to meet you soon, mate.
Now that looks bloody better. Have been slack lately.